Today, we will examine the LMI5500 series melt flow indexer machine and the method A/B test according to the ASTM D1238 standard. Method A/B testing is essential to verifying the apparent melt density of polymers, a critical property that is used in method B testing to determine melt flow rate without needing to manually cut or weigh extruded plastic. Additionally, melt density of a polymer is used for many plastic process applications, such as determining how a polymer will flow during mold flow simulations, as well as determining a specific material's output from an extruder. First, the attendant sets the test parameters. These include testing method, temperature set point, melt time, weight, cut time, flag count, and flag length. The temperature set point is set to 190 degrees centigrade. Melt time is set to 420 seconds or 7 minutes. The weight load is set to 2.16 kilograms. For this test, we will set cut time to 60 seconds, 1 flag, and a flag length of 25.4 millimeters. After setting these parameters, the machine will begin preheating to the temperature set point. During this period, the attendant measures 5 grams of polymer out and sets it aside. After the machine reaches temperature, the polymer is manually packed into the barrel of the LMI5500 using the fill funnel included in the toolkit. A manual packing device is used to compact the charge of material into the barrel. This expels any trapped air or volatiles and will help the plastic melt flow in a uniform manner. Once the polymer is packed, the piston is inserted, the weight is placed, and the encoder arm is raised. The previously set melt time begins to count down, allowing the polymer to thoroughly melt and reach equilibrium before extrusion. During the remainder of the test, the piston will slowly descend under the 2.16 kilogram weight load. Once the weight and the encoder descend to the first scribe mark on the piston, the test begins. When the test begins, the auto cutter will actuate to cut the material extruded during the piston's descent to the scribe mark. The attendant will remove this material as to not contaminate the test sample. Concurrently, the encoder records the time elapsed from this point as well as the distance that is traveled. At the end of the first cut time, the auto cutter actuates again, cutting a polymer sample. The attendant will then take this polymer sample and weigh it on a scale, recording the weight and entering it into the LMI's interface. This concludes the test. At this point, the LMI will render the apparent melt density of the polymer as well as the melt flow rate and the melt volume rate. The test parameters are also displayed. This data can be easily sent to the cloud for data collection and viewing trends over time. At the end of each test, the piston, capillary, and barrel need to be cleaned. Polymer is a blind product, and today's customers require accurate information allowing them to validate and adjust their process, ensuring products they make meet or exceed their specification. When precise testing and analysis is mandatory to ensure quality, rely on Dynisco to help provide a window into your process. For more information, visit our website at dynisco.com.